Hello, I'm Jake, and today I want to talk to you about some of the differences between the Hogue Ritter and the Benchmade Ritter grip. Now, caveat to that this is the mini Ritter, so there are some differences because of that. This is not meant to be a direct comparison, but what I do want to do is I want to point out some differences that are visible and should cross over between both the full-size Benchmade Ritter, RIP, and the mini Ritter, also RIP. If you didn't know, Benchmade stopped making Doug Ritter's knife in 2016. So to get straight into it, the primary difference is the scales. So what you see here, these are, glass-filled nylon scales, and if my camera will properly focus here, you'll see that they have a metal insert going throughout the length of the scale here, which the clip is screwed into. I actually really like glass reinforced nylon scales. A odd example of that is this little Spyderco man bug, because they are super tough, super lightweight, chemical resistant, whatever you could want, grippy, comfortable, and affordable. The Benchmade Ritter grip was about $140 or $150, the same price as the Hogue. It's not really a bad price per se when you consider where the money's going with knife rights, a little bit of money going to knife rights, and with good blade steels. Some of the Benchmade Ritter grips were S30V, some of them more recently were M390. But first off, the Griptilians never did it for me. That is a personal thing. And for $150, I don't know, the market has kind of raised the requirement for a $150 knife, as you can see with the Hogue RSK, which has G10. There, you don't need full-length metal inserts in here because G10 is a stiffer material, and in general, it's just a nicer material. You're going to see it on your more expensive knives, and it feels nicer. It's nice in a lot of ways. It's not lighter, it is heavier. But, while speaking of the scales, the Ritter handle here has no little finger choil, I guess you would call it, in the handle itself, whereas the Hogue does in fact have one. So I would say that's probably the biggest and most indisputable difference between the Benchmade and the Hogue. I've gotten a lot of comments of people saying that Hogue just looks like they're ripping off the Griptilian or the Ritter grip. They're not. They have changed it, but the primary difference is in the handle and in the materials. And it's not that they ripped off the Griptilian in any way at all. It is that they are building Doug Ritter's knife, which was based on the Griptilian. Now, for the differences that are a little bit harder for me to show or explain to you, I did read that the blade shape has been slightly revamped. As far as I can tell, what that means is I think the tip is a little bit pointier. Maybe possibly just slightly less belly and a little bit more pointy tip. That's the difference between the two, is probably going to be negligible at best. And the Hogue uses the Able Lock, which is, according to Hogue, an improved axis lock. Now, I can't directly compare these two knives. This one is older, much more well used, and the Hogue, newer, bigger. But I will say that they feel different, like completely different in the way that they open and close. The Hogue feels more refined, no doubt about it. I have no doubt that I don't know. It's hard to describe. This does feel more worn in, but it could also be the difference in how. Part of it could be the difference in how a larger and smaller blade react to the axis lock. But they just the engagement, how they work, they just feel a little bit different. With the Hogue certainly feeling better. So and the Hogue comes with a deep carry pocket clip there. So that's the main differences. Well, again, going back to the handles, you have the not a back spacer, but whatever. I have a brain fart. You know, solid back as compared to the standoffs there. I think with the Hogue, for $150, you're getting a lot more knife for the money than you got with the Benchmade. I really hope that Hogue starts making more of them. There is a downside to the Hogue. That is currently, you have to wait a little bit for it. That's not a big deal because that was the same as the Benchmade, I believe, for a while. It's only available from Knife Works. So you have to wait a little bit, and you can have any color Hogue that you want as long as it's black and stainless. So I would like to see Hogue come out with more colors. Definitely orange, OD green, tan, whatever. And I would just love to see Hogue come out with a mini Ritter, because this is such a nice sized knife. I am certainly impressed with the size and ergonomics of this little Ritter. So this was not a scientific comparison. It's just based on the fact that a lot of people are asking me, why did Hogue rip off Benchmade? They didn't. Hogue picked up a designer that was working with Benchmade, who is very conservative, who is working diligently to restore patriots' rights with knives in America, which is probably why Benchmade dropped them, because they're communists. But we'll do another video on that soon. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. I'll go ahead and put a link to the KnifeWorks pre-order page for the RSK from Hogue. It is fantastic. And I do know that Hogue has some more pocket knives in the pipeline with the Able Lock. I'm very excited about that because the Able Lock was my first long-term experience with this style of lock, and I love it. So anyways, I look forward to talking to you in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, and also please check out all of the links in the description box below. Not only will we have KnifeWorks down there where you could get a Hogue if you want for yourself, but also the links to how this channel is funded. That is my website, beachandtactical.com, my Amazon store, and my Patreon. So have a blessed day, and I will talk to you soon. I forgot to mention that the Benchmade Ritter and this PM2 were sent to me by my friend and channel supporter, Rick. Big shout out, buddy. Thank you so much. I will certainly put them to good use, show them off, and I just want to tell everybody how much I appreciate you and also all of the other people who just make this channel fantastic. You guys are the backbone of the channel, and I couldn't do it without you.